Good morning. Good morning and cheers to you. How are you? Hope everything is going good with you. Let me get my little situation straight here. How's it going? Is everything good? My lighting? I hope my lighting is a little bit better than it was yesterday, because yesterday I was missing this light over here. So, good morning. Hope y'all are doing okay. I hope you're having your morning of whatever it is like I'm having. We'll hold tight for a minute to wait for a few people to come in, because this is going to be day 2 of our 50 terms in 50 days. I had to challenge myself to do this because I don't get on live every day. And it was a challenge to myself to do so because I needed to do better about reaching out to people. Like, it's very important to me. Education is one of my big pieces of real estate. It's one of the things that I love the most. And it's one of the things that I hold near and dear to my heart. So I wanted to do a little bit better about education. So that's what we're doing this morning. So for those of you who know me, hey, welcome back. Good to see you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Malika Jackson, native Washingtonian, team leader of the Jackson team, powered by Bennett Realty Solutions. So welcome to my world. I am a seasoned realtor, 15 years in the business, license ID 628957, and I have a goal and a gift of helping as many people as I possibly can tap into wealth through real estate, and that is what I do. Hi, Mark. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. That is what I do. I've been doing it for 15 years. I hold a business degree and an information systems degree. Put all that, mix it all in the pot, and as I say, I know what I'm doing in these real estate streets. So today is day 2 of 50 terms in 50 days. Now, my goal is to come to you with 50 real estate terms in 50 days. Like I said yesterday, I must be crazy, but I'm going to do it, okay? 50 terms in 50 days. So here we go. We're doing this in alphabetical order, right? This is day 2. Today we're going to cover buyer's market. Good morning, AD10303. Good morning. How are y'all? Thank you for joining in. Spread the word. Someone very near and dear to my heart told me if you pop a lot of hearts in, it tells other people to come in. So pop some hearts down there in the comments for me. Like, share. You know what to do. Okay. So, buyer's market. Now, this term is right on time. And you know why? Because we are going into a buyer's market like we have not seen in a few years. So like I said in the beginning, I've been doing this for 15 years. I always tell people what I'm doing so that you know that I know what I'm doing and you can trust what I'm telling you. So every couple of years, 4 to 5 years, you see this. Thank you for the hearts. I see them. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. You see this change from a seller's market to a buyer's market, right? Now, you can find a buyer's and seller's market in any industry. I just happen to be the master of the ones in the real estate industry. Thank you for the hearts. I see them coming. Keep them coming. So the last few years, we have been in a seller's market. The last 2 years, we have been in an extremely crazy, unseen of, robust seller's market like I've never seen in my 15-year career. Partially artificially created by COVID, right? Because what happened with COVID? No one wanted to go out. So, some people weren't like wanting to move. And the sellers didn't really want people in their homes. And so they weren't putting their homes on the market. At the same time, interest rates got really low. The Feds wanted to, stimulate the economy, right? So if you have the combination of very low interest rates where people want to buy and not much inventory where people don't want to sell, you have all these buyers, not that many properties, and that creates a seller's market because the sellers are in control. My sellers have been extremely happy. They have been asking for what they want. They have been getting well over their asking price. I mean, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 over their asking price. They have been able to negotiate doing no repairs. They have not had to pay any closing cost assistance to the buyers. I mean, they have had it their way, right? People like me, experienced real estate agents, real estate professionals, brokers, associate brokers that follow the market, we saw the change coming. Now, let me tell you where this buyer's market change is coming from. a couple things happened. One, COVID is a little bit better. We're still here. Do not get it twisted. We are still smack dab in the middle of COVID. There are still 1,100 people getting COVID every day. Let me sip my hot chocolate. Don't go outside without your mask acting like COVID ain't real, because it is, okay? Thank you for the hearts. I see them and I appreciate you. Thank you. COVID is a little bit better. People feel more comfortable moving. They feel more comfortable bringing people in their homes to sell their properties. So now we have more people selling, more people with homes on the market. Thank you for that. I'm trying to preach. So the other thing that happened is, as you know, on October 3rd, the foreclosure moratorium ended, which means a lot of people who own properties that are having financial difficulty have to start paying. They have to start coming due on their workout plans. And a lot of them, unfortunately, will not be able to do that. And I hope they can all do that. But you take someone who has not been able to pay a 30-day mortgage and you want them to pay 60, 90 days. It's kind of a recipe for disaster. You have a lot of people who haven't gone back to work. It's just, we see the writing on the wall. Like, people are going to start foreclosing, right? So when people start foreclosing on properties, there's like tons of properties that hit the market, and they hit the market like boom, 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 boom. They hit the market like crazy. So when you have like all this inventory coming and the buyers' interest rates are getting ready to go up in the first of the year, that's going to create an imbalance. It's going to create an imbalance because what's happening now, supply and demand is changing. Now you have more supply, not as much demand, and now we're going to flip to our word of the day, which is the buyer's market. So that's what's happening. Now, we are not seeing a super influx of these foreclosures yet. Tafari 1111, thank you for joining, but they're coming. I'm starting to get short sale calls again. I'm starting to get questions about foreclosures again. These things are coming in, and they're going to keep coming in, because now this is what's happening. We're in December, right? So October was when the foreclosure moratorium was lifted. Now you got October, November, December. That's 90 days for these people to work out what they're trying to do. Come January, people are going to start getting letters. This money is going to come due, and these foreclosures are going to start happening. I hate to see it, but it's going to start happening. So that is going to switch us again back into our term of the day, which is a buyer's market. And we have a live question. I have 2 clients trying to sell right now before they go into foreclosure. I understand. I have less than 90 days to sell these properties. It'll sell. Tell them they got to price it right. That's all I can say. You know, anything sells with the right price. No matter if it's a luxury home. I have a luxury line of properties. I have investment properties that need work. No matter what the condition is, anything will sell at the right price. And whoever that is doing those hearts, I love you back. Thank you. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see who's doing it. But thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Those properties will sell if they're priced right. One of my brokers, my very first broker, told me, you got to start a bid war, and we know that. And sometimes to start a bid war, you got to go down in your price quite significantly. You need to start a bid war, and you need to start it now. If you're up against a foreclosure, you got to start that bid war right now, because you got to make up for lost time. You need to get offers like today, just in case you have to do some negotiating with the bank. So let me give you a definition. I looked this up this morning. I have it written down right here. I know what a buyer's market is. I've been doing this forever, but I thought getting the exact definition would be beneficial. It says a buyer's market is an economic situation in which goods or shares are plentiful and buyers can keep prices down. That's exactly what's happening. Goods, we're talking real estate goods in this market, in this live, I guess. Goods are getting ready to be plentiful. And when that's the case, buyers are in control. Now, what's going to happen? AD 10303, call me so we can chit chat. Because what you might want to do, I don't know, comment below if you can tell me the conditions of those properties, because you may want to do a broker's open. I had to do that not too long ago when I needed to get something under contract quick. I had to do a broker's open to get them sold. I needed them sold like now. I need this property sold now. So you may have to do a broker's open or an investor open house or something like that, depending on the condition of these places, but you can definitely get them sold. So we can chat about that. Back to what I was saying. So this is the exact definition of the buyer's market, and it's going to get interesting because buyers are going to be able to do what they want to do soon. They're going to be able to negotiate repairs again. They're going to be able to put home inspections back again. They're going to be able to offer like just at the list price. I've even seen some contracts come in below list price. I haven't seen that in 2 years. It's happening. You know what I mean? It's happening. So things are going to change for buyers. So for anyone out here, like this live, share. For anyone you listening or know and love, and they've been sitting on the fence, considering when to buy, let them know that there's a sweet spot coming. There's a sweet spot coming. That sweet spot is going to be like January, February, March. That's going to be the sweet spot because a lot of properties are going to be coming out and the interest rates are starting to creep up, but they are not going to have creeped up that much by then. So it will be a perfect sweet spot in the middle to buy and get a great deal. You picking up what I'm putting down? Okay. So I also looked up something else because I want to give real facts, and I'm only doing these for the people that just came in. Hi, my darling. How are you? We're talking about Miss Flair. Hey, everybody, go to Flair's site. She is actually the owner of the beautiful lashes that I have on right now. Do you see them? She has a lash line. She's an entrepreneur. She's rolling in her businesses. She has more than one. Please support her line. Go to her page, support her line today. Okay? Thank you for the lashes. Okay, so we were talking about a few details about buyer's market. This is my 50 terms in 50 days for anyone who's new to my live. I'm challenging myself. Hey, Chris. Woo! Chris Perry is on my live. Good morning, sir. How are you? So let me tell you what I did, Chris. I'm challenging myself because around this time of year, I focus on education. So, of course, I have the luxury line. I have the investment line. This time of year, I have a lot of people who want to be home for the holidays or who want to be in their homes. Like, that's their goal for 2022 is to be into their homes. Education is my focus this time of year. So I have challenged myself and my fans and followers to do 50 terms in 50 days. And today is day 2 of those 50 terms in 50 days. And we're speaking buyer's market. We're talking about buyer's market. I'm doing them in alphabetical order. Yesterday we did approved short sale. Today we're doing buyer's market. So we talked about what a buyer's market is. I gave the exact definition according to like Webster of what a buyer's market is. And now we're going to talk about some like characteristics of a buyer's market. So anyway, I want to learn more about investing in a DMV. Okay, Mark, DM me, call me, text me. You can hit me on malikasaleshomes@gmail.com. You can call the Jackson team line. That's my team, 202-810-3730. You can call that line. I got you. My transaction coordinator will get your information. You'll get funneled to me, and I got you. Okay? DC Danica, good morning. Thank you for joining. So we're going to talk about a few personalities of the buyer's market. Now, with these 50 terms and 50 days, we're doing this quick. We're only doing 15-minute lives because y'all got stuff to do. And so do I. Okay. So one of the personalities of the buyer's market, now we're, like I said earlier, for people who are just coming in, we are right in the middle of a shift. It's doing this as we speak. We're right in the middle of an impending shift. And I talked about what caused that. I talked about how COVID impacted it and where we are in that shift. We're like right on the cusp, right? So this is one of the things that you can tell is getting ready to be a buyer's market. It's taking longer to sell. That's number one. It's taking longer to sell. Things are still selling. I'm still selling. There's Chris is on the line. He's a top selling agent. He can tell you things are still selling. We're both in the millions of dollars in sales. Things are still selling. However, I'm sure if Chris wanted to chime on, matter of fact, Chris, if you're still here, hit that button to join. That would be great to get your expertise. But I noticed a slight difference in how long it's taking. A slight difference in how long it's taking to sell, right? So instead of like maybe me getting an offer on my place in like 24 hours, now it may take 3-4 days. You know what I mean? Like it's not bad, but I'm starting to see a little bit of a difference. It's taking a little bit longer, right? Okay, so that's one thing I noticed. Here's another thing. Things are starting to overall slow down. Like you see an overall slowdown. Like I would have, maybe 5, 6, 7 tours the first day I put the house on the market. Now I'm still getting tours, yes, but they're trickling in. Like I'll get a few the day I put it on the market. I'll get a few the next day I put it on the market. Like things like that. You just see an overall slowdown. This is Washington, D.C. DMV is always going to be busy, okay? But you just see an overall slowdown in the way that things are going. This market is always it's recession proof. It's always going to be rolling, but you see an overall slowdown when the buyer's market's coming, okay? That's another thing. Appreciation at 3% Anytime we are at appreciation that drops 3%, meaning the houses are not increasing in value 3% or above, then you know we're in a buyer's market, because when there's more supply and less demand, the appreciation slows down a little bit. And that's the meter, 3%. So if you start going below 3% appreciation, meaning the properties are not growing in value above that amount, then you know we're starting to slide into a buyer's market. Okay. DC Donica, AJ Snares. Oh, AJ Snares. Good morning. How are you? Thank you for joining in. We're speaking buyer's markets today. So I'm challenging myself, my friends and fans and followers, to talk about this for 50 days. I'm doing 50 real estate terms. 50 real estate terms in 50 days, because at this time of year, I noticed that a lot of people want to become homeowners for 2022. So I focus on education. Okay. And the last characteristic, which I've said a million times, is there's a difference in the supply and the demand. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Keep them coming. So supply and demand is what's running this whole thing, right? There's a change in the supply now, because all these foreclosures are getting ready to come. There were tenants who couldn't pay the rent. That impacted the landlords. There were landlords who lost their gigs. That impacted them paying. They had to go get a mortgage workout. Maybe they're back to work. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're able to pay. Maybe they're not. Like, there's so many financial things going on that are going to cause more properties to hit the market. The foreclosures, the sellers feeling more comfortable selling, sellers knowing that this is their last chance to get the top dollar. So if you're a seller on the line, I deal with a lot of sellers. I'm not going to say this is your absolute last chance to get top dollar, but I mean, it's changing. Should I sip my hot chocolate on that? I think so. If you're a seller on the line, I've been saying this since August. Do your thing and do it now before you get caught up. Because what you don't want to do is price your house too high, sit there and wait, and then you end up in the whole mess with all the other sellers. You don't want that. You want to move this property while you still have the chance to make the most you can on this property. Okay? Cat 3801, good morning. Thanks for joining in. We're talking 50 terms in 50 days. I keep doing this. 50 terms in 50 days. I told people yesterday I must be crazy to get on here every day and drop these 50 terms in 50 days. So this is going to be a little while. Sekou DC, what's up? Good morning. Thank you for joining in. It's Malika Jackson from the Jackson team lead of the Jackson team. And we're talking 50 terms in 50 days. I'm challenging myself. I'm challenging all of you to take this journey with me, because this time of year, people want to make 2022 their year to invest, to buy, and I focus on education. I still have the luxury line, of course. I still have the investments, of course. But this time of year, I tend to focus on education so that people can be prepared, because my gift and goal, as I said in the beginning of this live, is to get as many people into homeownership as possible. That's what I do. I've been doing it 15 years. I have a business degree. I've been a buyer. I've been a seller. I've been an investor. I know what I'm doing. I'm a team lead. Just pluck my brain. Get this information. You know what I'm saying? Like, use me. Like, that's my gift. That's my goal. Everyone has God-given gifts. I have two. I have a spiritual gift and I have a worldly gift, I'll say. My worldly gift is that I know this real estate game like the back of my hand. My spiritual gift is my dreams. I dream every night. I dream, whew. I go places when I close my eyes. I've been all over the world in my brain. God is so good. Let me tell you. That's my gift. I get messages for people. I get warnings. I get lessons. I get all kind of stuff. And so I'm just turned 45. I have grown children, 22 and 27 years old. I've been through it all, right? Born and raised in the DMV. Been through it all. Now at this point in my life where I'm kind of doing my own thing, you know, single, I'm divorced, kids are grown, they don't need me. Grandbaby's not here yet. Parents don't need me. I'm doing my thing. And my goal right now is to help people. That's what I want to do. Through my dreams and through real estate. That's what I'm here for. And I'm very solid and grounded in my gifts and in my goals. So tell the world, tell people, like, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. So that's why we're doing the 50 terms and 50 days. And today was day 2 of that, which I talked about buyer's market. We did it in alphabetical order yesterday. We did approved short sale. Today we did buyer's market, and it was so timely because we're like right coming up on a buyer's market now. We were in the seller's market for a long time, coming up on a buyer's market. I might as well say the buyer's market is here. So if you have any questions, pop them in the comment box below. Please keep the hearts going. That's supposed to let more people know. One of my mentors told me that. It's supposed to let people know that we're here and that we're talking. I'm going to wave to some of y'all that I can see with my glasses on, because this thing got her glasses on. So if I don't see you a wave, please forgive me, because I can't hardly see. So that's it. I'll be back tomorrow to talk about, oh, actually, no, let me tell you, correction. I'll be back later today, because just yesterday, there were some major changes in the market, in the real estate market, where they changed the loan limits, meaning that you can borrow more money with different terms, right? They're going up to $900,000 now, where you only got to put 5% down. The loan limits changed by 18%. So I'm going to get the details on that. I don't like to speak too much until I get all the details. I'm going to get the details on that, and I'm going to come back a little bit later and give you information on that, because that will change your purchase power, and that's what it's all about. And we have a live question. Have you noticed that the investor interest rates are low? No, I haven't noticed that. Usually, I mean, all the rates are low right now. They're historically low. Like when I bought my first house when I was 29, it was 2006, I want to say. I had a 80-20 loan, 9 and 12%, right? And then like some of the people, like our parents, some people even older than us, when they bought their first homes, they were in like the 20% range, and we're in the 3s and 4s. So it's still historically low. But I've noticed that with the investors, the banks feel like, if you're going to make your money, I am too. That's how the banks feel. And so they tend to give the investors higher interest rates. So you'll see, like, if someone owns a property and they go buy another property, that second property will absolutely have a higher interest rate. One, because the bank, like I said, they feel like you making money, we're going to make money too. Two, they feel like they're taking a little bit more risk because it's not your primary home. And they feel like, well, if you got to let something go, you're going to let the investment property go before you let your home go where your family is living, where your husband and wife is living, where your children are living. So they, for different reasons, they charge you higher interest rates. So I have not seen that lower. I usually see that going higher. That would be my answer to that question, especially if you're borrowing money. If you're borrowing like, what do I want to say? Like hard money. If you're borrowing like hard money, oh my gosh, let me tell you, if you get a hard money loan, now hard money loans are beautiful. Like I've used them for investment properties. It's easy money, but it's expensive money, very expensive money. And that money is going to have a super high interest rate because they're giving you money, sometimes not even based off your personal financial profile. They're giving you money off the goal that you can do with the property, which is why they want people who know what they're doing. They'll give you the money, but the rates will be very, very high. Okay. So that answers my question about that. Yeah, Mark, that loan limit went up big time yesterday. So I'm going to get the information on that so I can speak a little better on it. And I'll be back later on this today, probably. I have a showing at 9:30 I need to go do, and then I have an appointment at 1. So today is going to be a little busy. But sometime this afternoon, I'll get back on and give you all the update on that. So that's all I got for today. You know how to reach me. Excuse me. Should you have any like questions, comments, problems you need, sometimes you use me for free. I can be a free consultant. If you got a contract you're not sure about, like, just call me. Okay, call the Jackson team, 202-810-3730. You can email me, malikasellshomes@gmail.com. You can DM me, whatever you got to do. Get at me, ask me questions. Okay, use the sister, use me, use all this information I got in my brain. Okay, I'm here to help. All right, that's all I got. I'll be back tomorrow with day 3 of our 50 times and 50 days. All right, bye y'all. See you tomorrow.